Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress, your romantic fairy, and this is your daily dust for Saturday, August 5th, if you're watching in real time. But it can also be for whenever you stumble upon it. It's also a timeless reading. I am in the midst of a new theme here using artistic decks. Last month I made a theme of love and romance decks, and this month I'm going with artistic. Sometimes it's going to be, right now I'm starting in just mostly a classical kind of artist, painter decks, and here's another one, Tarot of Inspiration, that has pre-Raphaelites, and in fact it was actually my inspiration to create my Enchanted Romance deck, which is all pre-Raphaelite images. And the main reason why I created my own is because I saw one of my favorite readers using this deck and saw that it was trying to get it, and you could only get it from Russia, and I was having a difficult time purchasing it. And so I was like, well, I feel like most of these images in this deck are public domain images, and so I can do the same thing. I can create my own. And so that's what I did. In the meantime, I found this deck. I was able to purchase it. So here we are with the Tarot Inspiration with a bunch of classic pre-Raphaelite images. The artists in pre-Raphaelite are like Waterhouse and Dante and Rossetti. All right, let's pick from the middle. And we have, ooh, the Queen of Pentacles, very nice. Somebody's coming into some money. And the Ten of Pentacles, yes, very nice. And the Three of Wands, okay, really, really good. All right, I don't know if I have to zoom in much. I'm gonna just adjust a little. So the Queen of Pentacles as an energy and not just a person is about maturity and abundance and gathering fruits and worldly wisdom, reliability, experience and fertility, and sexuality and pleasures of the material world. So if you watched yesterday's Daily Dust, yesterday's was sexy time, so it's kind of like could be a segue over to this one. It looks like somebody's arriving, which is lovely. Somebody's coming to meet you. And as a person, she's a realist and she's an excellent housewife. I mean, not to be too sexist, but this is like the typical well-rounded woman. I mean, she can bring home the bacon and fry it up in a pan and also treat you like a man, and so that's kind of the energy here. She's also a great mother and a wife and all of that. So she's kind of the the ultimate, but stable and strong, well-founded, and not flighty, but and stable. But also I would say that she could have a fun side, but you would see the Pentacles Queen slightly more serious than the others. But she's very warm and loving and practical, and but definitely don't want to make her angry at all. All right, and then so the Ten of Pentacles in every deck kind of has different energy. Here it has like an arrival energy. It has sort of a chariot energy or some kind of travel energy. And it usually, to me, means like legacy and happily ever after and your name carried on. In this case, this is homecoming. This is success and profit and happiness, like usually Ten of Pentacles is. Family, but in this case, family support, traditions, and a meeting and heritage. So it's kind of a mix of things. It's all the traditional things of a Ten of Pentacles with this added feeling of meeting someone and a homecoming. So somebody coming back to you, or somebody arriving. If you're in a long distance situation, somebody coming towards you. If you're or you going towards somebody. Also, if you are in any kind of separation at all, for whatever your circumstance are, then this is coming together. And it feels very solid because of the pentacles and all the suitcases, and it has a permanency to it. The Three of Wands could represent, though, the fact that it might not be, it may be just a visit and it's like au revoir. But also the Three of Wands is what this image I think of. I think of or the right before this happens. It's almost like this, like the expectation, the waiting for the arrival, the waiting for something to come. And then so if it's not in the wrong place, it just simply means that the Three of Wands is a reflection of how you waited for this moment, you know? So it's kind of a little bit getting into the passion and the feels. The Three of Wands represents your determination, or the determination of the person coming towards you. There's a realization of the plan. You know, there's a plan in place, but now here's some first steps, or some major steps towards this plan, activating the plan. It's about good prospects, and it's about optimism and predictions of the future. Like maybe you're a visionary of some sort. You could be a psychic, or you could be an Aquarius and be a future vision type person. There's some people that may not naturally be have clairs or clairvoyant, but there could be just this natural claircognizance, or it could be just this ability. Maybe the only clair you have is clairvoyance, where you're seeing a visual, and maybe it has nothing to do with your psychic abilities. Maybe you're just a really great manifester, and you're seeing that your manifestations are coming into fruition not because you are seeing the future, but because you're creating this future and bringing the future into the present. And so you're doing it through the power of your spiritual mind, you know? So this person too that's here in the waiting position, she is, or he is, self-made. And it could also represent something like some kind of promotion and some kind of declaration of intent, some kind of finally like out loud saying what you plan to do, and then doing it, and then putting the actions into it. Even though Ten of Pentacles is not much of a traveling card, Pentacles is usually still energy. Wands is definitely a traveling energy, but the Two and Three of Wands are kind of still. So it's kind of interesting, but the passion is there. Now it's just you need one of those traveling kind of cards to actually get to this point. But because we have this specific Ten of Pentacles with this imagery, with the ships and with the boats and with the packages and with the arrival and with the word homecoming, I just feel like, yep, somebody's coming home. And I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.